Did you know there's a fish that can walk on land? Or that the inventor of the Pringles can is now buried in one? Stick around because today we re-diving into 10 mind-blowing facts that your school teachers probably left out of the lesson plan. Let's start with a classic. You've seen those adorable otters holding hands while they float, right? Well, it's not just for a cute photo op. Sea otters hold hands so they don't drift away from each other while they be sleeping. It's a survival tactic that just happens to be incredibly sweet. Imagine if we did that on the morning commute. Next up, let's talk about ancient history. We all learned about the Great Pyramid of Giza, but did you know that when it was being built, woolly mammoths were still roaming the earth? It's true. The last mammoths on Wrangel Island survived until about 4,000 years ago, while the pyramids were completed around 4,500 years ago. It's wild to think about these two iconic parts of history existing at the same time. Speaking of history, here's one for you. Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire. Seriously. Teaching started at Oxford way back in 1096. The Aztec city of Tenochtitlan, what we now know as Mexico City, wasn't founded until 1325. It just shows how different timelines across the world can be. Mind blown. Okay, let's get a little weird. Ever heard of the dancing plague of 1518? In Strasbourg, France, a woman started dancing in the street and just couldn't stop. Within a week, dozens of people had joined her, and within a month, there were hundreds. They danced for days, and some reports say people even died from exhaustion. Historians are still debating the cause. Was it mass hysteria, a strange disease, or something else entirely? School definitely skipped that chapter. Here's a fact that's out of this world. There are more trees on Earth than there are stars in our Milky Way galaxy. Scientists estimate there are about 3 trillion trees on our planet, but for stars in the Milky Way, the estimate is somewhere between 100 and 400 billion. It's a great reminder of just how amazing and lush our own world is. We're living in a forest of cosmic proportions. Now for something a little salty. You know that salty taste when you go swimming in the ocean? Well, if you could somehow extract all the salt from all the oceans, it would be enough to cover all the land on Earth in a layer of salt 500 feet deep. That's about the height of a 40-story office building. Think about that next time you get a mouthful of seawater. Let's talk animals again. A flamingo can only eat when its head is upside down. Their beaks are specially adapted to filter food like shrimp and algae from the water. So they dip their heads in, turn them upside down, and use their tongue to pump water through the beak's filters. It's a pretty clever, if slightly awkward, way to have dinner. Ready for a sweet fact? Honey never spoils. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Its natural chemical makeup, with low water content and high acidity, makes it an incredibly hostile environment for bacteria and other microorganisms. So that jar of honey in your pantry? It's basically immortal. This next one sounds like a joke, but it's not. In Switzerland, it's illegal to own just one guinea pig. Why? Because they are social animals and are considered victims of abuse if they are left alone without a guinea pig companion. The law sees loneliness as a form of mistreatment for these little guys. Switzerland is basically enforcing mandatory friendship for pets, which is kind of amazing. And for our grand finale, a fact that combines snack food and eternity. The man who invented the Pringles can, Frederick Bohr, was so proud of his creation that he wanted to be buried in one. When he passed away in 2008, his family honored his request. A portion of his ashes was placed in a Pringles can and buried in his grave in Ohio. It's the ultimate commitment to your life's work. So there you have it, 10 incredible, bizarre, and fascinating facts that you probably didn't learn in school. From dancing plagues to immortal honey and guinea pig friendship laws, the world is way stranger and more wonderful than we're often taught. Which one of these surprised you the most? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-bending content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.